Hey guys, Glock's 42. Well, I've got another one done, and it's okay. Kind of happy with it. We've got a mixture of some Ming models and some Master Box figures and my own base. So as you can see, this actually is a Tacom figure, this first one you're looking at. It's from the Canadian C1 Mexus, I believe. And I just changed the head on him and added a slightly different rifle and changed his hand position a little bit. But as you can see in the background, the vehicles are Ming. We've got a Ming pickup and a Ming, well, they're both classed as Ming Japanese pickups. Basically, one's a Toyota Hilux and the other is a Toyota Land Cruiser pickup. And they're pretty nice kits. I did have some problems with this one in the background here. Let me just reposition a bit again, guys. So this one, the white Hilux, is a Ming kit. I had a hell of a time getting paint on it. It came out in a red plastic, and you can't see it here. Thankfully, I've been able to hide most of the problems I had with it. But I painted the body here in a coat of primer sealer, rubbed it out, gave it a couple of shots of Krylon spray bomb white. Bob's your uncle, beautiful. Then I did the hood and the box, coat of primer sealer, rubbed it out, shot the Krylon white paint on it. A couple days later, it's pink. The red in the color of the plastic has bled through. So it took a lot. Finally I had 2 coats of primer sealer on it, a coat of Tamiya primer sealer over it, 4 coats of Tamiya white, and then Tamiya clear coat over it, and it still was bleeding through the hood. And that was a lot of paint on it. I'm like, whoa. So I just let it sit for a couple of weeks, and once I got the weathering on it, which is primarily just a little bit of oils and some pastels, it turned out not bad. It's I think it's pretty convincing as a dusty, mucky Special Forces Toyota Hilux somewhere over there. The wheels are nice. The clear parts are great. Although on this particular kit, all the side windows came as one big piece. So I went ahead and cut those out. I wanted the doors to be open. I'll run in some pictures at the end of the interior. I did do some pictures of the interior. The interior is really nice. The dash is nice. It paints up pretty good. There's nicely detailed. It's a good kit. Other than that, problems I had with the freaking with the red paint bleeding through. Now this other Toyota here, the pickup, is also a Ming product. It went together really nice. You know, the doors are open. It came with quite a few really nice accessories. Both of them came with accessories and all that. The white one in the back is the Black Dog resin that I did a special side video on itself. So if you want a little bit better look on that, you can just check that one out. But there's MRE rations there, water cans, coolers. I especially like the way the one orange cooler turned out. I really like it. I know it's kind of bright and garish for a military thing, but you know what? I really enjoyed building this one. This was a fun build. But same thing, I had a hell of a time with the paint. I went to shoot the Krylon primer like I always use, and the plastic crazed in the box. It was just a mess. So I ended up sanding it all down, sanding it all down between sanding and friggin' Castrol Super Clean and oven cleaner. It took about 4 goes at it, but I finally got it cleaned up, and then I just shot the base with Vallejo black primer, and then I put Krylon over top of it because this is the color I wanted, and the Krylon lifted all the friggin' Vallejo paint. So back to square one again. So what I ended up doing was I just stripped her right down, cleaned it up, and shot the Krylon paint right over top of it, the high gloss Krylon right over top of the plastic, sanded it out, gave it a couple more light shots, and it turned out quite well, thankfully. And it also came with these really awesome little plastic water bottles. You painted them up, it came with decals, Quick note on the decals, guys, they are as hard as bleep. Yeah, and once you do finally get a really heavy duty decal set solution, all the colors run. So yeah, watch those decals for the water bottles on these kits. And I also pulled out some stuff like all these backpacks and whatnot, or resin casts that I made from the Tamiya M113, the desert version. So I filled up, put a whole bunch of stuff in the back of the box. This one is more like the food truck. It's got the clothing in the truck, and then the other one has all the other ancillary stuff. So let's take a look at some of the main. Let's take a look at the main group of figures right here. Now all these guys come from the master box, Middle East, somewhere in the Middle East present day. You've got our well, maybe he's the bad guy, maybe he's not, probably is, but whatever. He's down with the hood. We've got Buddy there in the back. The way they had it set up is that they had him set up holding his AK in one hand, but it just didn't look right to me. It just didn't look like something that, I know that's not how I carry my 858s and whatnot. So I threw a strap around and put it around his neck, and then gave him a little super shorty MP5. So as you can see, dude with the Boston Red Sox cap is on the phone, on a cell phone, with a little MP5 standing right behind dude who's kneeling down. You can use your imagination where this is going to go. And we've got the other fella down here kneeling down. These are all really superb figures. Nice faces, nice detail. He's got a PMK machine gun, and he's trying to talk some sense into Buddy to give up what they're looking for. And then we've got this fellow here. Let's see, I may have to zoom back a bit for him to focus. There we are. He's done up, he's also from them. I've given him kind of a woodland camouflage with some modern US Army desert pants. I gotta tell you, modern camouflage is tough. Woodland is probably the easiest, but the ACU and all the new digital stuff, it's a bugger to paint, man. Holy snap, it's hard to paint. So we'll slide back over here to this last guy providing overview, and he's got a AKM. Sorry guys, I just blew that all to hell, didn't I? He's got an AKM with the silencer. I've tried to silence most of the guys' main battle rifles, and there's some they won't have silencers on. That's just the way it is. But all these figures were just superb. Nice detail on the pouches, nice detail on the faces, the hands. It's a really, really awesome little kit. I'd highly recommend it. I'll run in a picture of all these box art before I'm done here. I'll show some pictures at the end. So the base. Now the base is something I built back, I want to say I built this base back in about 2000. Yeah, for another kit that just didn't really pan out. I just didn't like it. So it's been sitting downstairs in the basement for years, and I just added some more gravel up top from the model railroad shop. And what these are from Woodland Scenes, the model railroad stuff. It's little rubber molds that you just fill up with plaster of Paris, and then filled those out and glued them on. And the back part here is celluclay to make it look like that. And then we've got, I'll just pull up a bit here, guys. Bear with me for a second. And a little shake, and then I just add a little bit of some rocks and bushes and stuff, from falling down. It's, let's face it, over there the roads aren't carried on all that great. They're not looked after all that fantastic. And then I've got some more boulders and rocks right in the face here, as I kind of wanted to make it look like it was a high mountain pass, and they're kind of on a little flat plateau here with the road. So we've got all that. There's a little bit of static grass there and whatnot, and everything's been painted up with Tamiya and Vallejo paints, woodsy colors and all that stuff. So basically, here's this is the diorama right here. Basically, is these four dudes right here. Everything else is just secondary. You know, that's your diorama right there. That's your main focal point for those three dudes, and seeing if one dude's going to give it up. So anyway, there it is, guys. My latest little creation. I sure hope you like it. And I hope this finds everyone well. Weather's starting to warm up, starting to feel a little bit more like spring, which is always nice. Get a nicer tripod so I can zoom better. So anyway, one more quick look at that Toyota there, full of the Black Dog resin kit. What an awesome kit for under 20 bucks. Highly recommended, guys. As is all these kits. You know, I had trouble with the paint, but you know what? I'm not going to blame the manufacturer. I'm not going to blame the kit. They're nicely detailed. They go together really well, and they're fun builds. So anyway, guys, get outside, enjoy yourselves, have some fun, build some models, have a life. Later.